What is up, everybody? Logan here again with your nightly watch list for Tuesday, September 22nd, 2020. I want to say thank you guys for all the support. As always, the last few videos have been popping off. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Make sure you join the stock trading Discord. We have about 650 members in there. And then we also have the premium chat where Lena and I give our exclusive call out, so check that out as well. But we have such a great community here, as you guys know, so I'm just super excited. So let's get right into it. This morning I watched Powell testify in front of Congress a little bit this morning. Caught a little bit of it, like I said, and the market started to move south. While Mnuchin was speaking, I think that's how you say his name. I know it's not Mnuchin, because that's just ridiculous, but Mnuchin, the way I'm pronouncing it, that sounds more accurate. But yeah, it was really interesting to see them talk today. Powell was getting a lot of questions thrown at him, and he was still trying to be as big picture as possible. So that was helping, but he also wanted to take, he was talking about how Congress hadn't been doing their part. There are tons of businesses that are on the line. I think he said half a million businesses, if they don't find any support within the next 3 months, will not be able to operate next year. So he was really tying a lot of the big picture stuff into Congress and just talked about, how the CARES Act helps so much and that they need to figure something out with the HEROES Act. And it really, that's something that saved my business too. Back in April when my sales were down in March. In March and April, my sales were down, and I was able to get small business grants that really helped me survive that. And now we're almost back to full operation, but I know there's a lot of people who still aren't. And if it wasn't for that act passing, I probably would have had to take a break or really dig into my pockets to save and just change my lifestyle. So it's really interesting to see them talk about that this morning. We had a strong power hour at the end of the day today again. SPY moved up again with Apple moving now to $112 a share at the end of the day, which is a ton of funding. I think they're down a little bit after hours, but tech had another great day. Tesla battery day is happening right now, and I didn't play it because of the uncertainty of Tesla's stock price movement. It was kind of underwhelming compared to the other tech stocks today, so I stuck with playing Microsoft, and then I played with SPY a little bit. But with Tesla, I'm going to see if we can play them tomorrow. Depending on how battery day goes, depending on how they open in the morning, they might have some potential put plays because every event they've ever had in the last recent year has caused their price to fall after. And I think it's just people who either get underwhelmed or sell out of fear. Maybe the market's just bad that next day, but just like on earnings, they rose up like $60 after hours, but then sold off about $100 to $150. So I'm curious to see how they move after battery day today. Microsoft, we day traded for $50 again today, and then we made a couple SPY plays. Called out in the premium chat. They had their Ignite event series. It's been super successful. The Xbox pre-orders have officially sold out, and they tweeted about the record-breaking demand. Microsoft popped off today. Like I said yesterday, I wasn't done playing them. I still don't think I'm done playing them. I think they're going to be my other top watch for tomorrow. So this is pretty similar to yesterday's watch list because everything that I talked about set up really well. So I was really happy with that. Really happy with that. And Microsoft's just where it's at right now. I love the movement. It would have been nice to swing it and still be holding from the day before, but I'm pretty happy with the day trades, minimizing my risk, everything like that. The banks were sold off today again. I get that out of there. That was from yesterday. The banks were sold off today again. I was down on DPST again. So it was just a little tough, but it's my long-term position and down today again, like 6%. But it's still, we can come back pretty strong from this. So I think a lot of that was tied in with Powell and stimulus talks, and that's how the banks act. And the banks always get funky when tech has a really good day. So the banks have always been my safety net when tech has a bad day. My Thinkorswim challenge from 1,000 to 25,000 is now at 1,137.60 from 1,048 yesterday. Day traded a SPY call and put today, so we're at a 13.76% return in this account in the first 2 days, and our goal is to get this to 25,000 by this time next year. And I couldn't be happier with the beginning 2 days. I think for as much as I watched the market today, which wasn't very long, probably an hour altogether, so I was just really happy with it. And then my little spiel for the day. Before we look at some charts, invest with only what you are willing to lose. It helps you manage your emotions, and this is how I've been able to have a successful few days starting the Think or Swim challenge. Haven't entered a play with more than 500 per contract, and I have a 10% profit goal and a 10% stop loss as well. So if I deal with anything, I can minimize my risk and keep this to where it stays above 1,000 or even above 1,100 now is my new goal. It's like every time I hit a new $100 increment until I get to probably 5,000, that's when I'm going to just stay so strict that I'm not going to move underneath whatever increment that I grab. So I walked away with $94 profit today and could not be happier. Just with a couple day trades, they'll all be cleared by tomorrow and I can do it again. So let's hop into Think or Swim. All right, so we're looking at Tsla right now. As you can see, it's chilling at about 4:30, and this is all after hours movement. This battery day is happening right now. So let's zoom in a tiny bit, and it's just been really interesting. A lot of volatility right here when battery day started. So there's a lot going on right now, especially with this stock. We're on the 1 minute, so this was actually just 5 minutes ago. A lot of volatility, a lot of buyers, a lot of sellers. It's been like this since after hours. So curious to see what happens. I've yet to hear any big news. I know they've talked a lot about the shareholders. They also had the votes that they had. Not enough shareholders voted, so nothing could really get changed since the last meeting that they had, which is back in July at this point. So we're going to see a lot of volatility out of Tsla. This is almost like an earnings play, and that's why I'm going to wait till tomorrow to see what kind of action we can get out of it. Let's hop over to Microsoft, because I've been loving this stock this week. And it had its low on Monday in the morning. It opened, chilled around 196, drove all the way up here, and now it's chilling at 207. So we've gotten a big price movement. I've been happy to scalp some money out of it. So I hopped in right here. See, the VWAP line was running through, and this was the daily VWAP. It mounted a little bit right here. I entered my position right on this second green candle towards the top, because I remember it was like 203.80 when I entered. So I wrote it down for a little bit. I think I was down like $5 right here. Then we got a good mount. It dipped a little bit, and then we just started taking off for the sky. I sold it right here at 204.70. So it was just about $1 movement. It only took 20 minutes or so, 20 to 30 minutes. Yeah, about 25. I got out. We watched it consolidate a little bit. It dipped. It retested the VWAP. At this point, I wasn't really watching the market. It would really have been nice to. I could have made a re-entry, and then it rose again about $1. And then towards the end of the day, it just kept rising, running along the upper VWAP band, hopped up and down, hit the EMA, hung out on the EMA, and then closed the day over here. So nonetheless, yes, it would have been nice to hold it from where I entered way back here. Yeah, it would have been nice to hold all the way from where I entered at 203 to where it is at 207, but I wasn't as worried about that. It was more just I want to get in, hit my goal, keep building my account, and not have to watch it all day with the volatility that we had. So that's what this whole week's about, is getting in and getting out and securing what we got going. So I was very excited with that play, as you guys can tell. And then let's check out Nike, because I know I've gotten a lot of questions about Nike and if I'm playing it or what was going on with them. Here we go, NKE, that's right. So Nike is already up to 128, which is ridiculous, because I remember I saw them pop off this morning and they ran a couple bucks. So just the fact that they're still producing, they had a huge amount of buyers come in, like this volume is just going crazy, seriously. And then SPY were the couple of day trades I made today as well. A lot of volatility in SPY, so like I said, I want to get in and get out. I end up playing puts right here. We tested the upper VWAP band, so I hopped in. I think it was right, yeah, 329.70 is where I hopped in the first time, and then I rode it all the way down to 329.15, and I hopped out right around here, and then yes, it did continue to fall. I remember seeing it hit like 328, and I was like, I could have held, and then I hopped back in closer to power hour. Yeah, it was right around here. I end up hopping in at, when I hop back in, yeah, right around here. It's 329.40 for everybody in the Discord. I waited for a green candle, hopped off the EMA. We grabbed it. I wrote it up here, and I sold right at 330 because it tested the upper VWAP, And man, did that thing rip. I remember seeing it when I heard that it went to like 330.60. I would have been up another $30 more, but I made my little play, had a lot of good price action movement here, and that only took like 5 to 10 minutes to get this action going. So held through some consolidation. I had my stop loss set to where if it crossed down below 328.90, I was hopping out, if it broke the EMA. So I was really happy. The technical analysis worked really well this week, and I was super happy with it. But that's going to be it for me today. Kind of showing you guys what I see, what caused me to make these entries, the positions, why I went in with the size that I went in with, and the returns I was looking for. So if you haven't yet, make sure you leave a like on this video, subscribe. It really means a lot to me. You guys don't know how much this helps. We're at 1,500 subs now, and I just cannot be more thankful. Cannot be more grateful. Make sure you join the Discord, and I will see you guys there tonight and tomorrow. So let's have a great rest of the week. It started amazingly. I'm hitting all my goals so far, so let's keep this up. I hope you guys stay safe, stay healthy, watch your mental health, and just stay happy, be a great human being to others, and I will see you guys tomorrow.